ahead and dive in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Well, because men don't know how to look at themselves. It takes a real man to take accountability. And if somebody's bringing something to you that you can't even look in the mirror for yourself, then how could you be accountable to anybody else? The first thing you got to do is figure out what it is that is wrong, that is bothering you, what it is that you need to fix or get better at. Because if you don't figure that out for yourself, when you get with somebody and they bring that to the surface and bring it into your face, you're going to run, which is the opposite of being accountable.
So I want to ask y'all a question. Are men actually held accountable? Do men actually
are not accountable?
Who want to take this? And we ain't going to spend that much time. We'll spend about 10, 15 minutes on
it. I mean, I think in general, I say yes. But I do know there are men out there that operate they can't be held accountable. And everything that he said in the video, I can see where there's individual men, depending on whatever's going on, they can't face themselves in the mirror. That's the reason why they always moving here to there. Anytime a tough argument happens or tough conversation happen within a relationship, he can't actually navigate through the conversation good. So he probably just try to blow up the situation and go out and say, bro, that girl crazy, bro. She crazy. You're like, what she do? Man, don't worry about it. She crazy, bro. I just, can't never say what it actually is. She just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And do you think that comes from a place of, I don't want to say it, trauma? Or do you believe that that's just part of your everyday man?
I think it's a multitude of things. I think it depends on how you was raised. I'm a huge proponent of how you was raised. So if you was raised in a household, everybody yelling at each other and all that type of stuff, and they never actually had a situation where they navigated through conversation or the mom or the dad actually utilized conflict resolution. Therefore, when you go out there in the real world, how you going to do it with somebody that actually did it?
Right.
Also, yeah, sometimes it is trauma. You know what I'm saying? They shut down, they over-exaggerate things. A simple conversation, a simple question can hit some insecurities and make them kind of blow up and make a thing bigger than what it really is.
Okay. Rob, what you got on it?
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, bet. So for me, I believe yes, men do get held accountable. It's just a lot of men's accountability is behind the scenes. It's not necessarily out in public. So it's a little bit harder to gauge because people in general don't get a reading on that. But I believe that they do. If we play both sides, it's like men get held accountable, just not out in public. A lot of women's accountability seems to happen in public. So it seems as if, it's more on them, but realistically, I think it's kind of even as far as the accountability goes. But at the same time, too, if you want to play a bunch of caveats into it, it also depends on proximity to a positive circle, being around that person as well.
Marcus, what's your thoughts on it? You think men are held accountable a little bit, or if at all?
No, damn.
I don't think is he frozen?
Marcus, can you hear me? No.
Boy, Tacos is out of here.
Can you hear me, bro? Oh, he's struggling. Ask what you think.
I do think that some men hold themselves accountable. I think a lot of men don't, from personal experience as well as from others and what I've seen, who I know, things like that. I think a lot of men, when it comes to feelings, that is where they deter from accountability. If they have to take on, their actions of what they've done, and someone comes and brings it up to them, and then they immediately try to steer another way or blame it on you or things like that. Those are the places that I mostly think of when it talks about accountability. Of no, I don't think a lot of men know how to take accountability. I think they know how, they don't want to because they don't know how. A lot of people struggle with communication and how to express themselves. And so I think that's what really deters it. I think if more men knew how to express themselves, I think there would be more accountability taken. But
do you think that comes with, do you think that's majority of men? Do you think that's some men?
I don't think that's majority of men. I think there are a lot of healthy men out there. I think social media and things change that, but I definitely don't want to say that majority of men don't know how to take accountability. Not at all. I do think there's a large bunch that's in the front right now, has always been, but I think that there are definitely a lot of men that know how to take accountability and communicate. Yeah.
Also, Courtney, I think when it comes to men, it doesn't matter if we take self-accountability. The world will make us accountable regardless. And our actions about how we take accountability is going to show regardless. It probably won't happen right then, but as time go on, the things that they're not facing in the beginning, it's gonna affect them down the line. So if there's a situation where he going to girl, cheating, or whatever, this, that, and the third, after you didn't put in that work, you got a couple kids and everything. You got a lot of women don't want dudes with kids, especially if you got about 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? So he probably not paying child support right now, X, Y, Z, this, that, and the third. As he get older, 40 years old, this, that, and the third, what his a lot of his time chasing girls gonna catch up with him with where he at financially, mentally, and all that stuff at that point where he's 40 years old. That's the reason why you see a lot of dudes working at Burger King and greeting you at Walmart and, saying, hey, welcome to CC's and shit, and they about 40 years old, pushing them up because they wasn't facing the things that they had, that what was going on. Why am I always in the street chasing girls all the time instead of working on myself and my purpose and getting my financials together? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's going to catch up. It may, and also I think accountability look different when it comes to men. You all right, Marcus?
Nope.
No.
You straight, Marcus?
Damn, my boy got Kung Fu internet today.
Man, I don't know. I did some stupid ass update. This motherfucker.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sketch.
Happy birthday, Sketch.
Hey.
Bro, so can you hear me?
Boy, he had a good 5 seconds.
Damn.
Upgrade the internet and everything.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. You delayed a lot, but yeah, we can hear you.
He ain't got that Xfinity, he got that Infinity.
We might as well just hotspot it at this point.
Yeah, bro. No, I did an update in there. This shit ain't working right.
Oh yeah, you just delayed.
Damn. I don't think it's my internet. I think it's my computer.
Hey, you probably restart your computer. I think you got delayed. You might need to go out and restart your computer and come back. Yeah, he got a huge delay.
Yeah.
Let me try to restart it again. I'll be right back.
Yeah, boy. That boy on the move. Courtney, that boy on the move. He getting them signals late.
But I swear, you hear me?
It's gonna be hard to get a top sponsorship. Pause.
That's what we really need to advertise is for some damn internet on here.
Oh God. I think that'd be bad. We wouldn't be in right representation.
Well, if they sponsor us, then we would be like, look where we were and look where we are now.
That's true too. Fuck. But in regards to this too, though, I do believe that men do get held accountable. I do think that there is a subgroup of men that actually don't get held accountable. They are the ones who find any and every excuse as to why they do what they do. They blame, they point the finger at everybody else except themselves. They don't know how to look in the mirror and actually face the actual person that they truly are. Some of them don't have that self-reflection. They're not able to look in the mirror and say, hey, you know what? I'm out here doing some fucked up shit. and I need to get my life together. I need to start taking necessary actions to get myself and start putting myself on the right path. A lot of people don't do that, and they're just okay with who they are, and they just go chalk it up to the game.
Y'all, let me ask y'all this.
What up, Snow?
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think the guys that don't hold themselves accountable, do you think those are probably more of the guys that has a hint of, not having that upbringing plus the resources to be able to not be held accountable?
That's a good question.
Because a lot of the guys that don't, are not accountable and all that stuff, and they still be good to be the guys that got the resources, rich people, this, that, and third. And after every time they have a kid, I say for like example, Future or Nick Cannon or Cam Newton, we see all the stuff online of what people say, but at the same time, more of the action and what's going on, they still getting played by the, probably the same demographic of women. And if it was on the other side, we would call that enablers.
For some, like how you were mentioning it, sometimes it takes time. Pretty much, I do give credit to those as well that take the time. Like Nick Cannon came out after all of that and expressed that he was moving through stuff, after Mariah and things like that. So I have to give credit too when you can take accountability later. Sometimes it's annoying, well, it's very annoying in the moment, but later on, like people are allowed to grow. I don't know about Cam Newton every time. And then, which one was the other one that you mentioned?
A guy that has resources.
No, you mentioned a person. You mentioned Cam Newton, Nick Cannon.
Future, Cam Newton.
Oh yeah, Future. Future continues to show his ass.
The baby.
So yeah.
NBA young boy.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely kind of what you're talking about. It takes action after. You can show your ass, but you need to have action behind it to fix it. Or else, yeah, I do think some are enablers for sure. Some
but hold on though. What do you mean? What you mean by the baby? What do you mean by the baby though?
He did show his ass.
So
with Danny Lay,
he was messing with chicks, already had a baby and all that stuff, and then he showed his ass, and then another chick got with him, expecting a different result, and he showed his ass again on video and kicked the ass out.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But he still get played. Still online. He got a lot of, he still, is he accountable? Probably not. Do he feel like it? No, because if he's still getting chicks coming to him, he probably gonna feel like, shit, who gonna hold me accountable?
Yeah, but
now, he's not a solid down right now because of his career got shaky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his career did.
But there might be a situation where I say it may come later. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't realize it when the money ain't flowing how it used to. I got to make some.
We'll try it, man.
You back?
Hey, I don't know. We'll try. We'll see if it works.
I don't know.
It's always when you restart the computer, dog.
Dog, I did an update and it just fucked it up. I restarted like 3 times.
Shit. I got a friend that he work in tech and all he do is fix computers and stuff and servers and stuff. He said about 60% of his day at work is restarting computers.
It really is.
They'll fix it all.
What's going on, man? I usually send my files and OneDrive not working. He restart the bitch. He do a little scientific stuff to show he think he must be doing some real shit. Yep, I'm about to restart the computer. He restarted. It been start working.
Hey, I got a question.
Got you set up.
So maybe it's the toxic hood nigga in me, but what did the baby do wrong?
Well, it's not that he did anything wrong.
He did.
Well, subjectively, objectively, we'll say that he didn't do anything wrong. It's just what I guess society or women would say is wrong. Let's put it in that perspective. What he did would be deemed wrong. But what my point was, the enablers of, even if the thing is wrong, can he be held accountable if you got enablers that continue to go to him, even though the thing that he did was deemed wrong?
I mean, I think you could be held accountable, but most times when we speak on accountability, we want people to right their wrongs. And I know, not to put it on all women, but a lot of women, they rather when it comes to men, it'd be like a public shaming almost. It almost has to be like some medieval British times where you take them to the middle of the courtyard and just air their laundry out. When you holding them accountable, that's what they want to see. And being that they don't see that, it seems as if, you know, on the men's side, it doesn't happen.
Was the disrespect in public?
I mean, it depends.
I would say at the same time,
it doesn't matter the disrespect because my fault. I was just gonna say it doesn't matter the disrespect level because at the end of the day, the women just want to see almost like you damn near getting stoned for whatever you did, even if it was behind the scenes and whatnot. I mean, that's the whole thing with these Epstein files. If you really want to.
We're gonna get there.
You're saying that we want. Okay. Don't start talking about it. I can't start talking about it.
Hey, I've been out of commission, so I don't know shit about what came out with like the Epstein file. I've been getting that good sleep.
The only thing that really, don't worry, I ain't gonna say nothing about it. Marcus, what you got on? Do you think men can be held accountable, or do you think men are being held accountable?
Oh yeah, I think in all aspects, men are held accountable for even shit they don't do. So I mean, a man could be held accountable for someone cheating on him. I mean, you're gonna be held accountable either way it goes. As a man, like you might even yourself look at a situation and think how you could change something. It might not have nothing to do with you, but you might even think about, hey, you know what? Maybe I could have did this different. Even though at some point, I mean, like I said, you still hold yourself accountable. Depends on the situation, but I think for the most part, yeah, men take accountability because they don't want it to happen again. So it doesn't matter if it's your fault or if it's their fault. Like they're not gonna harp on if someone does something that wronged them. They're just gonna make sure that shit don't happen again. So they'll take accountability either way.
Do you think that there are men? Do you think that there are men that don't care to be held accountable, don't hold themselves accountable at all? And if so, do you think that's a majority or a minority of men?
It's definitely something out there, but I think it's a minority. I don't think it's a majority. I think it's and the ones that don't think they should be held accountable typically are younger until something happens to where they have no choice but to be held accountable, or they just that dude. But you know who they are, man. Those cats who are smooth, dressed clean as hell, and live their mama. You'll know who those cats are. Like they say fucking sore thumb. Yeah, but clean as hell though. Hey, you can't top this mother on his dress. So yeah, you can point him out.
What up, Minister Society, Courtney? If I don't be drinking your juice, he like, hey, my mama take care of me.
Yeah.
Y'all some wild boys tonight.
My mama take care of me.
Well, go down the street, let him fuck your head up then. Nah, that's dope. That's dope. Any other thoughts on this topic?
My last thoughts would be the baby still ain't did no wrong.
I don't know talking about this baby.
You don't even know what he did.
I agree with Future and Nick Cannon.
God.
And who was the other one you mentioned? Was Future, Nick Cannon,
Cam Newton.
Yeah, I can agree with those ones, but
okay.
I ain't personally. Maybe just the toxic hood culture that's still left in me. I ain't see the baby,
but
he ain't miss yet.
The reason why it's debatable is because she was the one recording.
I don't give a fuck who recording. If you got me fucked up, you got me fucked up. Get out. The only reason
he was saying get out, and she was recording, and it's her story versus his. So it's kind of like that's why I said in women's eyes he was wrong, but you know,
and that's fine. And then she had her little brother on a crash out mission, and he was finna get sent back up there because the baby the wrong one.
A level of respect when you talk to your child's mother. I don't give a fuck how bad you are.
Ain't no level of respect. If you got me fucked up, you got me fucked up.
I know we've discussed this before, how you feel about certain things.
Exactly.